What's going on, guys? New York Sports up here, coming at you with another New York Giants video. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'd really appreciate it. I'm a big Giants fan, big Yankees fan. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I upload, every night, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, or morning, if you want to say that. I upload every single night. Talk about the Giants. Most of the time it's the Giants because it's football season, but I upload Giants content, I upload Yankees content. So if you are a Giants and Yankees fan, I suggest subscribing to the channel, hit that notification bell. I'd really appreciate it. And if you love the Giants and the Yankees just like I do, make sure to subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. But anyway, what I wanted to talk about in this video is going to be the Daniel Jones injury. Now, Daniel Jones is expected to start on Sunday against the Arizona Cardinals. Joe Judge came out and said that he's optimistic. In his press conference today, he came out and said that he's optimistic about Daniel Jones playing. Now, does that mean he is going to play? No, but it is looking like, the tables are turning. It looks like Daniel Jones is going to play against the Arizona Cardinals on Sunday. But the question I have for him is it too risky to send out Daniel Jones in cold and rainy weather, because it's supposed to rain that day, cold and rainy weather against the Cardinals on Sunday? Is it the right decision after having a hamstring injury against the Bengals, not being able to play against Seattle, being limited in practice today? I think that might be a key factor in, it could be maybe a hint to the decision if Daniel Jones is going to play, because he did not practice, fully today. He was limited today, so that's, I'm a little iffy about that. Does that mean he's, he's kind of like 50-50 on playing? Because if he's not 100%, 100% healthy, I don't think it's the right thing to, the right move to send Daniel Jones out there, because you don't want, the hamstring to be, re-aggravated, and all of a sudden he's got to, go on the IR and he's out for the rest of the year. We don't want anything like that to happen, because hamstrings are tricky. So, I'm not a doctor, but again, I know hamstring injuries can be bad. And, sometimes it feels like it's healing. It feels like, it's recovering. But then all of a sudden, you tweak it randomly, and all of a sudden it's a terrible injury. He has to, go on the IR. We don't want anything like that to happen. So I want to know your guys' thoughts. Do you think it's the right decision to send out Daniel Jones against the Cardinals in bad weather? I think the weather will be a factor on Daniel Jones' injury, because sometimes injuries in the cold air, the cold weather, they can hurt. They can be a lot worse in the cold air. So I want to know your thoughts on the Daniel Jones injury down in the comments below. Do you think it's the right thing to send him out there? It looks like Daniel Jones will play against the Cardinals, but again, we still got a couple days until the game, so we don't really know yet, but he's still, to be determined on if he's going to play. But it is looking like that he is going to play on Sunday. Joe Judge came out and said he was optimistic. Well, he said the same thing for the Seattle Seahawks game, and obviously ended up not playing, was on the bench. So, I mean, that just because he's optimistic doesn't mean he's going to play. He could be saying that, and, the injury could be a lot worse than we think. So I don't really know what to expect. I hope Daniel Jones plays. I'd much rather see Daniel Jones out there than Colt McCoy, but we proved we can beat good teams with Colt McCoy. If we can beat bad teams with Colt McCoy, we could beat good teams. We beat the Seattle Seahawks on the road, a team that was undefeated there. We could definitely beat the Cardinals at home, a team coming in that has lost, I think, 2 straight games. I think they're 6-6 on the year. They have not been playing great lately. They're on a down phase. We're on the up phase. So, is it worth risking Daniel Jones and sending him out there? I want to know your thoughts down in the comments below, because we can easily win this game without Daniel Jones, because this team is very beatable. And if we can beat the Seahawks with Colt McCoy, we can definitely beat the Cardinals with Colt McCoy. I know the Cardinals have a lot of weapons, but this defense has been fantastic lately, and I expect the same thing from the defense this week against the Cardinals. So I want to know your thoughts on the game starting on Sunday. Do you think Daniel Jones should risk going out there and playing in cold weather? I want to know your thoughts. It's gonna be rainy too, maybe a little bit snowy. The weather's not going to be great on Sunday. I want to know your thoughts on the Daniel Jones injury down in the comments below. Do you think he'll play? Do you think he will play? Do you want him to play? Of course, I'd want him to play as well, but again, I don't want to risk Daniel Jones re-aggravating his injury, and I don't want him to be out for a longer amount of time, because we need him. I don't think we could survive with Colt McCoy, if we make the playoffs in a playoff game against a team like the Packers or the Saints. We're not going to be able to. So we'll probably get blown out if Colt McCoy plays in a playoff game against a team, especially against a team like the Packers or the Saints. So we definitely want to see Daniel Jones healthy. Is it worth risking Daniel Jones getting hurt again and potentially getting hurt even worse and sending him out there to play against the Cardinals. I want to know your thoughts down in the comments below. Quick Giants video tonight. Again, a lot of Giants, content comes out every night, so make sure to stay tuned for Giants content every single night. Make sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button on the video. I'd really appreciate it. And as also, drop your thoughts on the Daniel Jones injury. Do you think he should play? Do you think he should risk it and play, or do you think he should keep it safe and rest for another week? Let Colt McCoy play and sit on the bench for another week, and then come back next week against the Browns on Sunday Night Football. So I want to know your thoughts down in the comments below. It's about the 5th time I've said that. That's going to do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you guys next time. Let's go Giants.